offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go. On the short side of the field. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Prescott. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
Now Young. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A first down throw for Young. the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pause red. Cut.
Looking to throw. Looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Young here, you can see, changing the play. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On the double.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Slide, 97. Hut.
Hubbard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hubbard again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Hey, kill. 47. We're going to 54 wide. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Prescott now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. At their own 22-yard line. Ready. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Young to throw it. And Shark calls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, Young.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ready.
It's Young on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Panthers. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19. At the 16.
Now Prescott. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
The slot man in motion right. 2nd down, Prescott.
Now incomplete to Trey Tucker.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go. Hey, kill. 47.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 7.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. He'll go 46.
Here's Prescott. That's Sumayer, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Now receiver in motion left.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And shedding through the tackle.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Young. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Young on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
In motion, the tight end. Again, it's Young.
He's got Mingo.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on the first touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Herbert powering up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing, has turned into results.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Here's Prescott.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This for the lead in the final stages. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. First down, Carolina.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Go, go, go. Get out there, get out there.
Now Dak. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Dak.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 47. 26.
To throw, Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Kill. 26.
Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
26.
Now Prescott.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the